Hello buddies, and I'm Nonit, and today we will talk about the new IT rules, which is very frequently in the news. You know, okay, on the 25th February, the government enacted the new IT rules for the social media intermediaries, and they recently gave the 3 months to comply with it. And recently, the government has asked the to submit the compliance report in 15 days. So we will talk about the new IT rule. What are the concerns and why IT rules in news? What are the causes which lead to the enactment of these IT rules in 2020 and main provisions of IT rule and why IT rules are significant and concerns and issues involved in the IT rules 2020 and what are the way forward with these IT rules and what are the facts which is and how many users are involved in this platform, especially the social media giant like Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram and Google as well. So let's talk about why IT rule in news. So as you know, on 25th February, the government notified the new IT rules, Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021 and give 3 months to comply with news rules. And recently, the government asked to submit the report within 15 days. So why the government enacted such an IT rule 2021 and forced the social media intermediaries to comply with the new rule. So there are the some SC judgment as well as recently if you look there is a confrontation between the Twitter and the government and as well as there is the social media which is child pornography, rape and rape survivors images frequently uploaded in the social media. So we will talk about what led to the enactment. So in 2018, the Supreme Court said that the government of India may frame the necessary guidelines to eliminate child pornography, rape, gang rape imagery, video in content hosting platform and other application. Similarly, in 2019, a petition filed by the Facebook in which SC showed the deep concern at the utilization of social media for crime and it has become a for pornography and even messages on social media threatens the national sovereignty. This is said by the Supreme Court of India. So the judgment said that government should allow or government should frame a regime to allow the government to get information about the first originator of the content from significant social media intermediaries with the end-to-end encryption. Similarly, in 2020, Rajya Sabha ad hoc committee, after watching or after looking at the social media, there is a child pornography, rape and rape survivor image ranges, and these are the which is happening on the social media. It also raised the concern, and it also said that we should find the first originator of contents related to the pornography and child abuse on social media. So these are the issues which lead to the enactment, and obviously there is a confrontation between the Twitter and recently the government, and government has said that Twitter cannot refuse to comply with the government orders and this. So what are the main provisions in the IT rule we will talk about? These rules not only deal with the social media but also the over the top platform and also the digital news and basically the news which is publishing on the social media. So it categorizes the social media in two parts. The first is the social media intermediaries and another is the significant social media intermediaries with the 50 lakh users. Significant social media intermediaries providing in the nature of messaging send a label send a label identification of the first originator of content. So those who have the more than 50 lakh users on any social media, they should, or if someone is posting something on their social media on the or on their something whatever they have created. So if they have the more than 50 lakh originator and those who are posting that set a label to identification of this first originator. So why this provision? As you know, there is a 2019 judgment and as well as the Rajya Sabha ad hoc committee has also said about this. So this identification of the originator is only in certain cases and it not only all the cases. As you know, there is a right to privacy in India under Article 21. So in which cases it the first identification of the originator is required In the prevention of crime, as you know, as a preventive measure, it can be asked from the social media giants, especially the messaging apps like the WhatsApp and Telegram, to prevent for prevention of crimes. There is a detection and investigation and public order, sovereignty, and friendly relations with the foreign countries or even the neighbor countries, or incitement of an offense related to rape, child sexual abuse with punishment of not less than 5 years. So in only these cases, the originator of the content is required. Another is the grievances redressal mechanism. So whatever is the social media giants or significant social media giants with the more than 50 lakh users in either of the social media, they have to appoint a grievance officer in the three form. That is the chief compliance officer. First should be the chief compliance officer, another is the nodal contact person, and another is the resident mm, grievances. So what is with their job? Whatever the rule and enactment done by the Indian government, the chief compliance officer have to submit a report to the government of India, which is the monthly compliance, with the monthly compilation to send the government that we have complied with the laws and we have followed the laws. So nodal contact person, anyone, even the government or even the judgment of the Supreme Court, they can contact with the nodal contact officer to delete or even to remove the some content. So resident grievances is also appointed in the grievance redressal mechanism. So this is basically to acknowledge and register a complaint within 24 hours, either by the government or anyone. So resolve and should resolve in the 15 days. So it can be filed by an individual, and it can be filed by an individual and other person on the behalf of his or her. So especially complaints related to the private areas of individual for and partial nudity. Another is the significant social intermediaries should follow the due diligence. What is due diligence? Due diligence means the either the compliance order or by given by the government or either or the court. So basically it should follow the rules, and whatever government is order given by the government, you should follow. So this is the what is known as the due diligence. Or if the any social media intermediary if not follow the due diligence, the safe harbor provision, that is the section 79, will not apply and come under the criminal action. So what is the section 79 of the IT Act? It protects the social media intermediaries from the legal persecution for content posted on their platform. So that's why social media intermediaries should follow the due diligence. Otherwise, the safe harbor provision will be taken away and it will come under the criminal and civil action. Another in the rules, it is not only, as I have told you, it is not only for the social media but also for the news. So the publishers of news on social media, so what they have to do, they have to basically observe the Cable Television Networks Regulation Act 1959 and Press Council of India rules. Journalistic code of conduct is there is, so they have to follow that. And this is basically done to provide level playing field to both the offline and online digital media news platforms. So here also there is a grievances redressal mechanism, that is the self-regulation by publishers. So those who are publishing the content on their news or on the any social media related to news, there should be a self-regulation. Now this self-regulation by self-regulating bodies. So in what else, this is not by the this, so this is retired judge of the SC and SC. This should be headed by a retired judge of Supreme Court and a High Court or any eminent person. So there is also a oversight mechanism. Above these two, there is a oversight mechanism by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and the final decision lied with this oversight mechanism under this Ministry of Information and the broadcasting. And there is also for the over the top platform, there are the certain rules in this IT rule. Whatever what firstly they have to classify the content into age. So first is the 7 plus, 13 plus and 16 plus and universal and adult. So there are the content posted on their platform. They have to categorize into the 5 age group. Whatever is watching their videos or their content, so they show everything before watching the program in the description. So before watching, like see what is the content, why this content, what for the age group, and what is in the videos or whatever the content in this. So that's why they have to show everything in the description link before watching the program. So the over the top platform cannot force you to first watch and then look at what is in the content. So firstly they have to show everything, and then you can watch or you like or not, and according to yourself you can watch the program. So why IT rules? These IT rules 2020 are significant. What is the government view? So government view is said that this is to prevent fake news, stop pornography, sexual abuse, maintain law and order, and comply with the SC judgment, basically the 2019 judgment, and which petition filed by the Facebook. It will lead to the removal of intimate pictures within the 24 hours, because there is a rules that you have to intimate pictures you have to remove from their in the social media within the 24 hours after the given order by the so either the court or the government. So it empowers not only the government but also the citizen to ask for the removal of content by filing complaints on this social media. So now the social media intermediaries will not dictate India in the absence of the rules of as seen previously. So what is happening, the social media intermediaries or the significant social media intermediaries like the WhatsApp, Facebook and Twitter as well, so what they said, they basically dictate you have no rules, so you have to follow the either the court order. So that's why they are trying to dictate the national government as well. After these new IT rules, there are the obviously the yes and no's in every law. But we need to look at from the critical point of view and what are the issues and concerns related to these IT rules. Obviously, there are some significant issues in these IT rules, and we should look at it. So the first is that in the IT Act 2000 there is nothing about the social media. So regulation of social media is not in the IT Act 2009, and this IT Act 2009 is not part 2021 is not passed by the Parliament because of the COVID-19. So it is a kind of subordinate legislation. So what is the subordinate legislation? Is that the parent law passed by the Parliament, and on the basis of that parent law, executive makes the rule. But in the parent law, there are some specific things which are mentioned, and on the basis of that, the rules are framed. But in the IT Act 2000, which is the parent law passed by the Parliament, there is nothing about the social media regulation. There is nothing about the social media regulation, so it doesn't regulate, and without passing the main legislation, executive makes rules. So that's why it is considered as the subordinate legislation, and executive are making the rules, which is against the principle. Another is the main confrontation between the WhatsApp and government is the traceability clause. So what is the means of traceability clause? So in the WhatsApp or any of the messaging app like the Telegram, so if you are sending the billions of messages daily are sending by anyone to anywhere, somewhere, etc., and images, videos, links, even the confidential reports is also sent by the messaging app. So what is the rule in the messaging apps? There is an end-to-end encryption. So what happened in end-to-end encryption? Even what is the message in sending is only has the right to look at the even. So the WhatsApp is not watching, as WhatsApp said this statement, give this statement. So WhatsApp is not watching what messages, images, videos, links, etc. is you are saying. So in this traceability clause, as the government is forcing these messaging apps to trace the clause. So what is happening here? Everyone share a lot of content on the digital media, and this is the breach of the right to privacy as said by the WhatsApp, and that's why the WhatsApp challenged this traceability clause in the Delhi High Court. So as you know, and the right to privacy under Article 21 is protected as in the reflected in the judgment of the KS Puttaswamy versus Union of India. So this traceability clause. So what happened in this traceability clause? The government can identify the messages, images, videos and links as well, which is complete infringement of Article 21, that is the right to privacy. And that's why WhatsApp is challenged in the Delhi High Court. Another is they have to remove the content to follow the due diligence. It didn't give the time to social media intermediaries to express his view to remove or not. So what is the social media intermediaries? They don't have the time to express his views either to remove or not. So they cannot show their views basically to either the removal or not. So the government has the diktat, or government can dictate the social media intermediaries to basically remove any content irrespective of anything. So how it infringes the right to free speech and expression under Article 19 as well. So like recently in the UP, what happened, there is a man asking for oxygen and the police registered an FIR. And also, so in such cases the government can say either the Twitter or either the Facebook, Instagram or whatever is the platform, digital media platform can ask to remove this content, and this is completely infringes of the right to free speech and expression, and also this recognizes by the Supreme Court as well. Another main issues involved in this is the additional cost for the social media intermediaries. As you know, they have to appoint the three grievances officer, and as well as they have to now the lots of data etc. They have to follow. So this is the additional cost for the social media for the compliance of IT rules. Now, as you know, especially in India, there is a biased approach of government. Either the Congress, BJP or some another government. So there is the biased approach. There is a classification of fake news lead to the unnecessary resentment. Why? Because the government, if the BJP is doing anything, so they don't consider it as a fake news. But if it's the opposition parties or even the other any opposition person will do, which is contrary the thinking of the government, so they will consider it as a fake news, which is very frequent in India today. This lead to the unnecessary resentment, and also it is against the free speech and the expression. Another is the government has reserved the right of the blanket requirement of information. So government has reserved this right of the blanket requirement of information from any social media giants on their platform. So this is also again the right to free speech, and especially without knowing you, the government can ask for any information. So these are the some issues and concerns related to the new IT Acts 2021. So now what social media as well as the government what should do, or what is the way forward? The first is which I think is the most important, is the unbiased approach of government must be required. If you solve this problem, that is the unbiased approach of the government, if reflected, it can solve a 60 to 20% problem. So right to privacy under Article 21 and right to free speech and expression under Article 19 should be protected at anyhow, although there is a reasonable restriction, and obviously there is a reasonable restriction and imposing by the government. So let's talk about the some facts and especially the platform users in India. So WhatsApp in million, there is the 390.1 million people using currently the WhatsApp, and in crores there is the 39.1 crores users in India. And Facebook, there is a 290 million users, and in crores there is 29. Instagram 120 million and 12 crore users in India. Google 400 million users in India, approx 40 crore. And Twitter 17 million and 1.75 crore. And Telegram, there is a 500 millions people using, and in crores there is 50. So Telegram is the highest download in 2020, especially after the privacy issues of WhatsApp. Thank you guys, and hope you will like this video, and please subscribe my channel if you like this video, and you can also follow me on Blogger to read this article. Thank you.